and the things that I love. So, of course, working out. We have Happy Viking on our Instagram, on our website. So, on 11 by Venus, you can find it's probably the only place you can find Happy Viking right now. So, it's probably none left. There's a little bit left. And so, it's an opportunity for me to share the things that I love and the brands that I love and the things that I use with you all. So, you guys can check that out on my website, 11 by Venus, and check out our marketplace. Okay, what songs are you currently listening to while singing in the shower? At Top TMG. Oh, Tanya, I love you. It's a friend of mine as well. So, what am I listening to? Blood Orange, Jewelry, right now. A lot of Blood Orange. Mac Miller, Dang, that's all. I'm always listening to that song. A lot of Anderson Paak, a lot of Thundercat. I'm listening to this song by Yeba now called Distance, I think. So, some interesting things. I don't know if you guys know any of that stuff, but that's my deal right now, my shower songs. How are you keeping it together at the end of this crazy year? Any advice? It's Stephanie Morimoto, one of my favorite people in this world also. So, Stephanie, how am I keeping it together? Am I keeping it together? No. By looking forward. Looking forward, you have to look forward, and there's a lot taken away, but there's also a lot to be enjoyed. And at this point in time, let's enjoy simple things, right? Something simple like being able to give my mom a hug, which for a while I didn't, especially when I traveled, and I can't like give her a hug because I don't know if I've gotten the virus or not. Hopefully not. But so those are the simple things that I enjoy. Okay, do you still carry your Wonder Woman line? What's next for the movie in December? It's by Mandrea Imani, one of my favorites. We do carry the Wonder Woman line. There's not a lot left, so you can find that, of course, on 11 by Venus, and I love that line. It's just got stars all over it. You feel like a superhero, and there's more to come. So, how's Harry? Linda 1414. Harry, you want to say hi? So, he's always somewhere near. There's Pup. Hi, Pup. That's my baby. He and I are best friends. He's 14 years old, and I'll post a video of him tomorrow. He's so silly. He's fast, though. The guy takes after me. He has better footwork than I do, though. Okay, what do you look for when you're hiring for your business? That's a great question, and that's from Colin Liu. So, Colin, what we're looking for when we hire, it's got to be a culture fit. I like to have a lot of fun. I don't take myself too seriously or life too seriously, even though it is serious. So, got to have that culture fit. Can't be afraid. You got to be a risk taker. You got to work hard. All those things are important, too. And also looking for people with an entrepreneurial spirit. It's something you have to possess to work over at my teams, so that's important as well. Do I still remember my first professional match? This is by Dr. Shurian. Yeah, I do, and I just read a quote from that. My older sister sent this to me, and she says, the quote says, when I played that match, I said, I don't know how I won. I had absolutely no strategy and no idea how to win. And that's so true. I really had no idea how to win. I guess I had some talent. But that was it. Maybe my opponent didn't play well. Who knows? But it was a really exciting time. And to win your debut match all those years ago, that was, wow. I remember being really nervous about being able to hopefully give the person like a lob. Like in the warm-up, you have to give them lobs. They can practice it over it, and I was never good at that. Still not good at that. And that was what I was nervous about. Once the match started, I wasn't nervous anymore. I started playing. Okay, what's your diet like today? And that's from Tiara Angelo. Right now, I am just doing liquid fasting. So I'm making a soup right now, if you guys want to see it. And it's a carrot, tomato. I think I put some bell peppers in there. Let's see. This is the soup. Jalapeno. Let's pause to the poor connection. Did I put any weird ingredients in there? Cumin. That was weird. Paprika. So I always throw something in there that I don't know what's going to happen. And usually it turns out well. So yeah, mostly I'm eating a plant-based diet. And definitely donuts. I found this place that has amazing donuts, and they deliver. It's so good. There's a caramel dipping sauce and a fudge dipping sauce, and I'm supposed to be gluten-free. That flew out the window, so I'm trying not to order donuts. Okay, So, does your clothing line provide clothing for larger body types? So, our sizes go all the way up to XL, and that is our sizing right now. But of course, everything's on the horizon for definitely being accessible to everyone. So, it's important that everyone can lead a healthy lifestyle, and we want to encourage that. Will you ever do an academy or lessons? That's from, the last question was from Animal Passion, about the larger body types. And then this one is, will you ever do an academy or lessons? And this is from Nina McCauley. Did I get that right? Nina McCauley. I actually really like teaching beginners, which is interesting. Of course, I don't have a lot of time to do that. Will I have an academy? Right now, I could say no, because I think it's important for me to get out of the sun and save my skin. But, nighttime lessons? Okay. This question is from Eric Heckman. This is his question. I think he just wants to make sure I'm doing the right thing. I am not. Okay. Best food for Sjogren's, and that's Amisha. So if you guys don't know what Sjogren's is, it's an autoimmune disorder or disease, which I have. So best food for Sjogren's, I would say not too much sugar, not too much alcohol every day, moderation, iron-rich foods, super helpful, and not too much gluten. So those are the things that I found work for me. Everybody's got to try something different, see what works for them. Favorite female singer? Last question was from Amisha's. Okay, and so my favorite female singer, Tina Turner. I love her. She's unreal. I love Tina Turner. One of my new favorite singers right now is Victoria Monet. I love her. So, yeah, come on, some of my favorite singers. What makes you get over fear? The life of So fear is a part of life. So I don't think you can go out there thinking you're not going to be afraid. These things happen. Sometimes we are afraid. But we don't have to let it take over our whole life. We don't have to take over how we react. So I always say make a decision based on if you weren't afraid. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? How would you react? And sometimes we fall because of fear. I know I have, but it doesn't mean you don't get right back up. So my mom always said fear is the devil. So yeah, let it go. What shot would you steal from another player? Ooh, I've never had a ton of spin, so I would just steal all the spin from Nadal. I just don't have that much spin, and I'm working on it. 2021 will bring more spin for me. And that last question was from Nicolas Nivek. This question is from Paulioni22. I'm hitting my forehand to the net. What should I do? Don't hit it in the net. Nobody knows that. I hate the net. It's just so annoying. So if you're hitting it into the net, just aim over the net. I always say better to hit it out than hit it in the net. You never know. Someone might call the ball in. But if you hit in the net, it's over. It's very complicated. I haven't seen what you're doing, so it's hard for me to know. Just send me a video. Tag me on that. Just tag me on your video, and then I can give you better advice. Swinging volley is my favorite shot. What's yours? Kami Zekonk. I don't know. I love serving and forehand down the line. Yeah, those are my favorite shots. How many hours of tennis and fitness do you play per day? And this is from Asibalas. Sorry if I'm butchering the names. So I play anywhere from 2 to 3 hours tennis a day, and then another 2 in the gym, and then another 2 on the table. Lots of tennis, lots of studying. I also stretch a lot, so after I play, I stretch for 10 minutes, and then after I work out, I try to stretch for 20. And since I started my preseason, I try not to let anything get in the way of my stretching. It's really important. A lot of times I'll rush to something else. Just gotta slow down and stretch. Okay, this is from Allie Cook 5. Advice for introducing daughters to sport tennis. So make it fun. Make sure it's fun for them. If it's not fun, they're not going to want to do it. It depends on what their goals are for tennis. If you want them to be professional, that's a whole other track. Just tell them that they're amazing, that they're great, and put hard work and give 100% into it. Because even if you don't go pro, you can learn so much from sports. Just give it your all. Leave it all on the court. That's my advice. How do you shake off a bad loss? From this is Shadarov. How do you check off a bad loss? I try not to think about it, but also I think about it too, how I could do better the next time and try to learn from that, and the losses make you better, sadly. But I watch cartoons or go home and watch like a good program so I don't have to think too much, so I'm very upset. Just beyond upset. Like so upset, like heartbreak upset. So usually I watch a good program and then try to get up the next day and just get back to work. What else you gonna do? What inspires you the most? This is from Monica Brolick. What inspires me the most, I would say, is definitely my beliefs. My spirituality helps to keep me balanced. Definitely my family. Yeah, definitely my family and spiritual beliefs, and definitely people keep me inspired too. So when you guys send me things, it actually helps me to keep going. And especially this year with no fans, I really understood it then. I really understood. So yeah, I'm inspired by those around me. And a lot of times, some people will send me like amazing letters of how I inspired them, but it inspires me so much, and my heart just feels so warm, and I love that. So inspiration comes from all around. I love being inspired, and I love seeing someone do well, so that I can do that too. All of that. Okay, so guys, that's the end of the questions there. I think there's a few questions in the question box that I'll take. So let me go ahead and do that. Good afternoon, dear Venus. Would you like to visit Alaska? Oh, hell yes, just in the summer. I don't think I'm going to come in the winter. I want to see a bear and catch some salmon and live on the land. Is that part of Alaska? Okay. The next question. How long will I be fasting? I'm on day 5. It's a liquid fast. So, I have like a fiber drink that I have, and then the soup, you can puree it or not. I just boil it real heavy, and then that's it. But I'm going to be fasting until maybe Monday. I don't know. I'm on day 5. We'll see what happens. But it's very good for your body to take a break and then fix other stuff. All the energy's not going to your digestive system. It's going to other places. Okay. More questions. Do you want kids when you start playing tennis? It's not an easy answer. It's a lot of responsibility, and it scares me a little. That's why I've kept playing tennis. But yes, I want to be surrounded by children when I am older, like 70 or 80, and there's kids around me, like, making me happy with big family. So that's a nice thought, but definitely some dedication that goes into that. This is an interesting question, because a lot of people ask this, and beads in the hair is an ethnic style of African American children. So when I wore it, I was like a child and young person, and probably wore it way past what normally you would wear it. So it is a cultural thing, and not necessarily like, it wasn't really a style. It was a part of my culture. So people ask me that, go back to the beads, but it's not really a thing you do as an adult. What's your most favorite food? Is donuts a food, or French fries, or candy? No, not foods. I'm very picky, so I have to eat what I want to eat at that moment, or else I don't want to eat them. I've come to love beans a ton. But other than that, I really like junk food. I don't eat it too often. Okay. Other questions. What's your favorite Grand Slam win? I don't know. Maybe the first one? I'm not a person that looks back a lot, so I'm always looking forward. I feel like my favorite one is ahead of me. I'm very grateful for the past because it gives me experience and knowledge, but I gotta get to tomorrow. Right? Okay. I love all your questions, folks. Thank you. Will you play in the Olympics? I gotta earn my keep. I gotta get there. But if I earn my way there, I'll be there. I love the Olympics. I played the Olympics for my dad. My dad loved them. And then once I played, the first time I was just like, oh my gosh, I love the Olympics. Let's see. If I could play any retired WTA player, who would it be? Of course, Althea Gibson. Everybody knows that. Definitely Althea Gibson. Okay. Let's see. If I could go back and change one loss in my career, what would it be? Probably my French Open final. I wasn't focused enough in that final, and I really was like on my way to win, and then it didn't happen. And you never know when you're going to get a second chance. So yeah, I think I would probably do that one a little bit differently. But that's life, right? Can't go back. You can only go forward. I think Jay-Z said that in his song Lost One. It's my favorite Jay-Z song. No one asked me that yet. Let's see. Okay, lots of things that aren't quite questions and just so sweet. Thank you. Let's see. Hi, Anaris. Will you play doubles when you're finished singles or finish? No. When I'm finished, I'm going to focus on wearing amazing things every day because as an athlete, I wake up and I sweat and I stain my clothes. You guys don't even see that part. Like how hard I am on my clothes is crazy. And oh, my computer just died. Whoops. Didn't see that coming. I have it plugged up to the power source. Oh yeah, because I unplugged it by mistake when I tripped on the cord. I was being clumsy. So yeah, I spend so much time sweating and staining my clothes from like sweat and just, I don't know what, wiping all the time, like doing this. So I want to focus on looking more fabulous than I've ever looked in my whole life. So I won't be playing doubles because I can't look fabulous if I'm still sweating. Okay, so we got that done. And let's see. More questions. Already my favorite shot. So my favorite shot is my forehand down line and any sort of serve that's happening. Let's see. Hi. Now you told me you were gonna die if I said hello. So hi, Mary. What's your favorite place to travel? There's no place like home for sure. I love Australia. I love Moscow. Love Hong Kong. Love China. Love Thailand. And I love Italy. And France is now my favorite. I wish I was there right now. And okay, guys, so many questions. What did I have for breakfast? Protein shake. Okay, so this is what I had for breakfast, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to not trip on this cord. Into the fridge. Hope there's nothing incriminating in this refrigerator. So, now Harry eats so well. This is his food right there. He eats raw meat. And this is my Happy Viking protein shake. So this is breakfast right now. This is also my Kettle One. Only one of those left. That's sad. So yeah, that's what breakfast looks like right now. Happy Viking. Thankfully I have a few left. Not many left in this world right now. So you guys got to get on the waiting list for the Happy Viking vegan protein drink. That was breakfast. Probably gonna be dinner too, or it's part of dinner. Okay, this is a great question. So every time that match comes on, my dad calls me. Are you at home? Are you watching this match? My coach calls me. Are you at home? So when I see that celebration, it warms my heart, but I also have to turn because I get like a little self-conscious. But also I drop to my knees, and my knees my whole life have not been great. So I don't know how I dropped to my knees. That's what winning Wimbledon will do for you. Okay. Okay. Hamburger. Anytime. Any place. But right now I'm desperate for pizza too. Okay, fun questions. So many. I'm gonna go way to the bottom to some people who asked first. No. No boyfriend. Not quite looking for one either. Oh yeah, that would give me a little anxiety. So no boyfriend right now. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that was a great photo. I need to take more photos with my dad. I never take photos, so he's great. He's doing well. Loves to come on the court. not really that interested in traveling to come to the tournaments anymore. Even the local one in Miami, he just doesn't want to come. I don't know why. But, you know, he's a man of his own mind. So, let me see if I can get this computer back on, up and going. Okay, what am I reading right now? I was in the middle of reading Ready Player One, but I got real nervous. I hate when bad things happen, and I just got nervous. What if something bad happened? I see that Ready Player 2 is out. I'm working on my French right now, so reading French grammar. Weird, right? Okie dokie. I am multitasking here. I think my dinner's ready. It's done. So I need to turn the oven off at some point. Okay. Okay. Cartlandia is Dr. Kara Otis and Roger Golding Day. Hi guys, how are you? Nice to see you again or hear from you. We be doing clothing for day wear and not just athletics, so my brand 11 is currently just activewear. Of course, you know, maybe we'll have partnerships in the future where we'll branch out and do lots of fun things, but at the moment we are focused on being well and helping people to do that, and that's something I'm passionate about, and that's why I'm doing activewear. Do I still love tennis? Yeah, you have to, because it's a lot of work, let me tell you. It's called no life. And in order to make that kind of sacrifice, you do have to love it. So, yep, that's that. Okay, more questions. What's your favorite thing to do in your free time? Definitely I spend most of my free time with family. That's important, and especially my family lives very close, so I have no excuse not to. So it's definitely a part of my routine to spend time with my mom and my dad and my sister and the baby and all the whole family. So a lot of my free time goes to that. I love to sing. I love to dance. I love live music. All those different things. Okay. You have really good questions, Livy. Because this is a great one too. What's the worst thing you hate about working out? I don't like cardio too much. It feels great when you do it. I'm not a huge fan of the burn. You know, people like starts burning. I know someone who told me they love that, and I was like, I didn't say I didn't. I was just thinking, oh, I don't like the burn. So I don't like for it to burn too much, which is interesting because you have to push yourself as much as you can. So I just have to get over it. Okay. Let's see. What am I watching on Netflix? Right now, I had a call come in. I had to press the card. What am I watching on Netflix? I am watching nothing right now, but one show that I always watch nonstop is The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. That's my happy place. I've watched that show nonstop on repeat for the last 4 or 5 years. However long it's been out, I watched that show. So, love it. Watching the Golden Girls right now, too. It's really hilarious. I'm over here laughing out loud, then Harry looks at me like I'm crazy. Okay. Is this a question? Not looking for a boyfriend. Then you gotta like spend time with them and those sorts of things, and I'm pretty busy right now. So, I think one day everybody settles down, but it's just not time for me yet. Okay, so wait, dude, you just said you'd be a boyfriend, that you're a teen chef? No. You're just a little too young, but I would love for you to cook for me and remain just friends. Okay. Let's see. Someone's asking me for my racket. So I use the Blade 104. And my tension, I use pure Luxilon string. Which one? I don't remember. The Power Elite. I think I use a 125. Oh gosh, I'm blanking. I could pull it from the back. I think I have some. I keep a little bit on deck. Mostly Coach keeps the strings. But I will pull the string up to see what that deal is. Yeah. Yeah. Alu Power 125. I didn't want to say that wrong. So this is the string that I'm using. So I use that string, and I string my racket. Honestly, the string of the racket depends on the weather. If it's hot, I'm going to string it a little tighter because the strings are going to get loose. If it's cold, looser, so I can have some feel and stuff like that. So typically I'm stringing my racket around 50 pounds. I could probably go a little bit lower. Okay. Will there be a men's 11? We get this a lot, and I promise you, yes. It just hasn't happened yet, but I promise you guys, we're coming. We're coming. Okay, guys, I gotta go eat, and someone's asking me to answer that. So, lots of love. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for your wonderful questions, and it's just so much fun answering questions and hanging out with y'all and stuff like that. We gotta do this more often. We gotta do this at least once a month, I think. So, be well, enjoy your weekend, guys. Go to my link in bio so you can get email updates on when we're doing this. And go check out the Happy Viking drink. Actually, there's none left, but go get on the waiting list so you can get the vegan plant protein that's so good for you and how I fuel my body and start my day. And, yeah, enjoy the weekend. Yeah. Alright, guys. See you soon.